When you're a famous YouTube influencer, people send you stuff to test. And test we're gonna do. The HOVSCO, we're gonna find out what's in there. It's orange. Now I'll put a link to their website in the description. So if this thing's pretty cool, you can check it out. Let's start the timer and see how long this takes. Beautiful paint. It's really a pretty color. What's quality? Those welds are nice. That's aluminum. Standard modern bicycle head bracket. Looks like it's going to be a center stand. Fancy. No instruction assembly. You should be able to assemble this stuff without instructions. I don't have time for the hand tools. It's like an old school dropout system, 15mm. I don't get to use this socket very often. What a day. But these are sealed bearings. They look like 2RS bearings. Good quality bearings. Let's see how it goes on these Zoom Master full suspension forks. All the way into lockout. Suspension, we're going to be testing that out. It's even got preload adjuster. That's as good as it gets. Or if there's a rebound under here. Probably not. That keeper, so if you pull a wheelie, nuts are loose, it doesn't fall off. Now let's sit on the center stand. Let's start charging it so it's ready to ride. Looks like a charging port right here. Remember, plug your charger in first, then plug the cord in. Got the red light, it's charging. When using for the first time, scan that code to get the activation tutorial and unlock the e-bike speed limit. Keep that. Put that right back on there. You definitely want to unlock the speed limit. Like a pretty nice bike, actually. You want to have these good and tight so when you're popping wheelies, your handlebars don't spoil the chain. That feels pretty good. Get these levers in the right place. Radius. They were pretty nice though. Hydraulic disc brakes. I'm sure it takes mineral oil. Shimano branded shifter. They probably outsource like everyone else. It's got the shift indicator on it. Let you know what gear you're in. The brakes feel really good right out of the box. Really good. Yeah, these are actually nice brakes. I've never heard of this brand Radius. They look like a Shimano Saint. It does say fill with mineral oil on there. You see it has all this safety stuff on here? I think I'll get rid of it. It's some kind of OSHA crap. Keep your kids from getting their feet in the spokes. But then they never learn. They grow up stupid. Definitely an add-on for the American market. Looks like the bike's fully charged. The light's green. Unplug it from the power source first. Then you can unplug your charger. This battery is 48 volt, 15 amp hour. You can take it out with this key here, unlock it, and then it lifts out. You can take it with you. Kind of cool. You can get these batteries, a spare one, right on the website, $499. If you press the button on the battery, you can tell the state of charge. It's kind of nice. It's like a good quality battery. I would trust that to not burn my house down. Yeah, they also sell like a cargo rack for the back. So what'll go on here next is this seat. It has more of these safety devices I'll probably remove. And then these are the running boards for the kids or something riding on the seat. And I think these are the handles. Yeah, and the hub, it's got a motor, 1300 watt. It's supposed to go 28 miles an hour. It'll give you 90 Newton meters of pedal assist. That's a lot. 90 Newton meters is what these Specialized Levos will give you. And it has 5 levels of that, or it has just throttle only. It's a thumb throttle. They say it goes for 40 to 60 miles. That's all depending on how you ride it. It'll hold 450 pounds total. That little charger, if it's dead, it's a 3 amp charger. It'll take 4 hours to charge this thing. It's got a 7-speed rear end on it, single speed front. It comes with a 2-year warranty, which is pretty good for something from China, and also a 15-day free return if you don't like it within the first 15 days. But it looks pretty good quality bike. I guess I can put the front fender on. That'll help with the mud and water. Pump the tires up. I'll probably put about 30 in these. Came set up perfectly. Already adjusted. I think I'm going to take the safety fairings out of this too. It gives it a cool look. This tubular trestle frame look is kind of a cool vibe. You'll see this bike comes in many different configurations. You can hold your dog on it. You can take your girlfriend on it. You can pick up Thailand girls on it. You can carry stuff from Home Depot on it. I'm going to test all those configurations. I'm going to do a torture test on this. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better without the plastic in there. So you can see kind of the trestle frame. This is the family kit. Came with it for free. It's got the railings for the kids to hold on to. You put like 2 kids in here. I'm going to leave those off for now until I further test it. But I'm gonna put the floorboards on because I want to put an adult on here first and ride it like they show in the picture. And then I'll put the railings on and take some kids for a ride. And then I'll see if I can use the kid railings and the seat as like a cargo area. See how much groceries we can put on this thing. It's taken longer to assemble than I thought it would, but the quality is a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. But this is cheap, it's like $1,400. There are instructions, and there's also a video on how to put this together. I didn't watch the video. I didn't read the instructions. You know me. All right, I'm about an hour and a half into this, and I think we're ready to roll. So I figure out how to turn it on and ride it. There's 3 QR codes. There's one on the display, one in the warranty card. There's also one on the back of the manual. I'm not sure if they're all the same, but when you scan these with your phone, any one of them, it takes you to the same website. It takes you just to the home page where it tells you to put the app in. A few simple steps. Whew, I gotta download iOS. Here's an Android one. Download that, baby. Download. Download anyway. Download anyway again. It's downloading. Open the app, package installer. Install. HOVSCO. Got it. Unsafe act blocked. Install anyway. Open. Alright. Sign up. So I gotta register, sign up, all sorts of crap. I'll come back when I do that. So I downloaded the app, and then it tells you to scan it with the app. When you first open the app, you get a choice to either scan these codes or Bluetooth connect it. I had to turn the bike on to Bluetooth connect it. The app would not scan any of these. It just kept showing the scan bar going up and down. So to connect your bike, you're going to have to Bluetooth it. What I had to do to Bluetooth it was press the power button, long press it, and release it. Then I was able to go to my Bluetooth and select the HOV and then your serial number of your bike. Once I did that, the bike connected up to the app. So pretty confusing there. I don't think my wife would figure that out. And the second issue I have is the display doesn't come on. So I didn't think the bike was coming on. It seemed to do nothing. And then I kept pressing the plus button and I got the wheel to move with the throttle. So it is on, I just don't have a display. The bike is working, but while we got the app open, it's got everything we need to see. Let me give it the gas. Let's see, I'm going 20 miles an hour. That's maximum, max throttle. And we can unlock that speed, and that's what I want to do. Go to my profile, e-bike classes, unlock class 3. That's what I want to do. I agree to that. Now I'm in class 3. Now let's see what it does. To my speedo. Yeah, quite a bit faster, 29 miles an hour. That's on the kickstand, of course. I'm sure with some drag it's not going to go that fast, but we're going to test it out. And when I press the brake, it does come on, it blinks. And if I hold the long press on the headlight came on. You hold the long press again, it turns off. Let's see how fast this thing actually goes. So I'm showing about 23. I got a full throttle pinned. 26, 27 miles an hour. Now let's verify that. All right, let's see what we get on the actual GPS. 24, 26, 27. Yeah, so the speedometer on this thing is accurate. I don't have a display, but the phone display speedometer is accurate. We'll see about the display once I get it working. Ride's nice. It's nice and smooth. Found the issue. The display is broken. It's cracked in the back. Probably happened during shipping. I can't really blame HOVSCO for that. That was completely whoever shipped this thing and threw it on the porch. The box was crushed pretty good. I can hear it rattling in there. So something's come apart in there. It looks like the wires got boogered up whenever it got crushed. But I'm almost glad this happened. This gives me a chance to check out the HOVSCO customer service department. Always a good thing to do. Yeah, they were awesome. They said, we'll ship that right out. I didn't tell them I was the guy that they sent the bike to. I wrote them on a different email, and I just wrote the company off of their website. I sent them a picture of the back of it and showed them where it was broken, and they were awesome. They said, we'll get one right out to you. Only took 1 week to get the new screen. Yeah, it came real quick. They must have a warehouse in the US or something. I know it's a US based company, so they must keep parts on hand because it got here quick. Turn the power button on, and now we've got a screen. It's probably flashing on your video there, but so past 0, get nothing. It's just a regular old bicycle. That feels pretty heavy for a regular bike. Hit the plus button. There we go. Now we got pedal assist and throttle. In pass 1, pass 2, Pedal assist and throttle. Pedal assist 3 and throttle. And I didn't think you'd get the throttle on all the pedal assist modes. It looks like you do. And that's the highest one. All right, let's see if the new display speedometer is accurate. 10 miles an hour, yeah, it looks accurate. That's amazing. I usually never get accurate displays from China. It almost killed me. Good thing I wasn't hauling on my HOVSCO. It seems significantly slower. Yeah, I'm hitting a max speed of 18 now. Yeah, I think I'm limited to the old 20 miles an hour now that I put the new display on. I probably have to reconnect and unlock my speed limit again. I did get a new sticker with the display. The sticker has a different number on it. The phone must connect Bluetooth to the display and not the controller. I can't get the new display to connect to my phone. This is really difficult. So far, this is a high difficulty level to connect to your phone and a high difficulty level to assemble, I would say. So how hard is this HOVSCO HovCart to build? It's tough for me to say. I changed seals and rebuilt these forks last night. I built this thing from scratch. I can pull this motor out of this Vespa and rebuild the transmission and engine. So I should think about, can my wife build this thing here? I just watched the video, and not from the video she can't. It had the headset already installed. It didn't show the fender being put on right. Whole different axle system on the video. The rear fender was different on the video. I don't think she could build it from the video. She would be bugging me all the time with questions. But using the manual here, the manual has all the correct details, how to assemble it. So she could assemble it from the manual, but there's still a lot to assemble. And I think it would be like when she gets something from IKEA and can't put it together, about like that. But yeah, I think using the manual is the way to do it if you have any questions about how to assemble it. So I'd say using the manual, it'd be fairly easy to assemble. If you've worked on bicycles before, it's going to be very easy to assemble. So I'm sure there's some type of compatibility issue. I know when I replaced the display on this Levo here, I had to take it to a bike shop and get the display hooked to the controller. Only their firmware can do it. I think that's what's happening here. But it's still working. It just won't connect to the app. So let's try a different method. Squeeze and hold the front brake lever. Then press the plus and minus power buttons all at the same time until the screen lights up and flashes. Tap the headlight button to cycle through until you reach P3. I watched someone else's videos on squeezing the brake and pressing the buttons. There's tons of videos out there how to unlock the speed limiter on the display itself. I won't bore you with that. It's a lot of button pressing. Now I should be good to go 30 miles an hour again, or 27 I think I got it to. Here we go. And we know the display is accurate on speed. 26. Yeah, so I'm down 1 battery bar. So it looks like I lost about a mile an hour. 26, still pretty good. The bike ride's great. And these are probably the best brakes I've ever seen on a Chinese e-bike. If these brakes came on my downhill mountain bike, I would be happy. I swear they're Shimano Saints, knockoffs of course. They're really good brakes. I live out in rural America, so I've got to get on a highway just to go to the grocery store. If I live in the city, this bike would be perfect. I'll put in the description the link where you can get it. And if you use the link on my website, you get a 5% discount on it. Not a bad deal. I like the bike. It's a far cry from my 3-second fake Ducati. I'm thinking a 273 hub motor might make this. But this video is getting too long, so I'll end it here. I'll make another one. We'll take this thing out in the sand, maybe jump it, test out these front forks. See how much stuff we can put on it and carry it. Ride's nice.